obviously fresh just seeing Gustafsson's result there. Can you just give us your reaction?
Yeah, it sucks. We've been now training for 7 weeks together. And yeah, obviously, when you go to a fight, especially like two people training for a fight came together, you expect to go home like with 2 wins at home, and that's now it's really disappointing for me to see the result.
Is this a bittersweet moment for you? Obviously, you come back here to talk about your victory tonight, but obviously then you get to...
Yeah, of course, it's not pleasant for me to speak right now after seeing this, Yeah.
When you kind of look back at your fight with Paul Craig, what are the emotions that, trying to not think about, Alex? What are your emotions right now?
Yeah, obviously I'm happy about the performance, I knew Paul was a tough guy, he's like ace on the floor. So the game plan was really easy, make it really tight on the floor, just prevent him from doing any actions and just stand back up and put the fight on the feet. So the game plan was really, really good. I stopped all of his takedown, and obviously, I showed also that I had my strength in every department.
And did that play a big role in preparations in the run-up to this fight, avoiding that submission, avoiding that takedown?
What did you say?
Did that play a big role in your preparations going into this fight?
Yeah, I mean, I trained a lot of situations, a lot of drilling, a lot of live, a lot of fighting, so, I was ready for anything.
And, getting the victory tonight, what do you see going forward?
I'm really excited for UFC Paris. I want to be part of it. First event in France, that will be amazing, for the French crowd. I'm also a French-speaking guy, so that will be perfect. Anyway, I'm going to be there, fighting or not. This is going to be huge for France and all the French-speaking people. So I'm really happy about that.
Any particular opponent in mind?
It's like a lot of people are just taking right now. There is also the fight Santos, Hill. There is a lot of opportunity. Maybe now Krylov as well. But we'll see what's next. I take anybody. If everybody's taken, I even go under the top 10. If I can get a fight, I'm gonna get a fight. Now I just showed what I'm worth. Beating the number 8, and I'm gonna take anybody to go back to the title contention.
Thank you.
Volkan right here. Volkan, this might be a naive question, but were there things going on between you and Paul Craig before the fight? Because even by his standards, he was very intense with you at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, because maybe a lot of people don't look at him in his eyes, If somebody look at me in my eyes, I'm not going to give up, He also started, even during the weigh-in, he just started, behind the curtains, Some mind games from him, just looking me in the eyes, just back and forth. A few times, we had to be separated by the security 2-3 times, in the backstage. So, stuff like that, and then, but he played a lot of games, it's camera action, and then he goes, and then when it's fucking fight time, he's just laying on the floor, so, it's whatever,
I know the crowd was obviously on his side. Was that ever a factor, getting your energy up while you were out there in the cage and they were very loudly cheering for him?
Yeah, actually, there is 2 ways to do it. Use it for you or just being afraid of it, and I used it for myself, and just give me a lot of strength. Anyway, I don't really care, because then when it's fight time, it's just me and him. The cage is locked. Nobody else is going to stop the fight, and it's the referee once I get my hands raised.
Thank you.
Volkan, did it frustrate you, like you mentioned there, that there was periods of the fight where Paul was lying on the ground, obviously waiting for the referee to stand him up, and he was staring directly in your eyes, knowing full well that you weren't going to follow him to the ground, and it happened that often. Did it get to the point where it was frustrating being there?
No, because I stayed sharp, I stayed lucid in the game plan. I just followed the game plan. We established a game plan with the coach. They were always there to yell at me, like, to do this, do that, and you have to be lucid enough to listen to them, do your stuff, because you are the fighter, so you have to take opportunity, advantage where you feel, but you need third eyes, somebody that see the big picture and that can remind you not to get too greedy sometimes, especially against somebody like Paul. The greed is going to kill you. You get too greedy with him, then he's going to look at triangle and look. And that's also why, he's playing a little bit hurt sometime on the floor, and then you get too greedy, but with the ground and pound, you saw Krylov losing like that last time, some other people losing like that. So it wasn't going to happen to me, and you know, I just did my job.
But were the points of the fight where you were trying to, obviously you're not going to be thinking that deeply, but were the points in the fight where you was trying to figure out if he was actually as hurt as he was displaying? Because like you said, he did do that against Krylov, where you think that he's hurt and then he snaps you up in a submission if you follow him to the ground.
Yeah, I saw his eyes blinked a few times, like a little bit losing balance, standing, and maybe 2 punches on the floor, like when he was a little bit rocked. But also you want to be sure like he's really awake, you know. Otherwise you don't go forward, you know, because you're gonna get caught inside his leg. So obviously you need to keep it safe, hurt him, and just go back to your feet and just pick him apart.
And finally, you just mentioned some possible opponents there as well. Would what's just happened between Krylov and Gustafsson, would Krylov be right at the top of the pile for you?
Yeah, obviously I didn't like to see that fight. You know, it just happened for me. Like I said before, a bittersweet victory for me, because I just come here to speak to you guys, and then I see this happening. So obviously it's not as fun. But you know, anybody, like I said, anybody, you know, it just has to make sense now. But even though I don't even care if it makes sense, you know, I just want to fight now. I want to keep going with the fight. I had some trouble finding fights because of the COVID, you know, with the visa issues, and I had to wait for opportunities in Abu Dhabi, you know, outside London is back, a full crowd. I'm really happy, you know, the energy was great, you know, inside the arena, like people chanting, cheering, and it's really crazy when you see those British fighters fighting, you know, like Paddy, Molly, and everybody else. Like the crowd is crazy, so it's really cool here.
Got time for more?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome stuff. Hey, Volkan, Tim from Sportskeeda here. Just a couple of questions for you. Why are you still wearing the gloves? What's going on? How long are you?
I like it, you know, maybe I'm going to fight one more time. I just got off the picture, and I just, you know, it's good. I like it.
Absolutely, man. And how soon in your mind do you want to get back into the title picture? How soon do you want to get a title shot?
You know, the first time I got a title shot, it happened really fast, you know, like not even 1 year. 11 months since my signing in the UFC, I was fighting for title, 3 fights, and then the title shot. It happened so fast, you know, I didn't even time to enjoy it. And now I had the setbacks, you know, I had the struggle, I had the issues with the, you know, like visas and stuff. Now, you know, I really feel it, you know, now I feel the grind, the struggle, you know, now I enjoy it even more, you know. So I enjoy the climb, I enjoy the climb back up, you know, because now you have to earn it with sweat and blood, and this is really what I like.
Absolutely. Hey, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you so much.
All good?
Yeah, thank you guys. I was happy to speak with you, because in the beginning, you know, pre-fights, nobody wanted to speak. You guys speak with Paul, but you know, now I'm happy to be here because I knew I'm gonna enjoy and get the victory.
We spoke with you.
Yes, you did. Thank you guys.
Thanks a lot.